Yeah. What I meant was, as I said, okay, let's try this again. So, I went in, following the wall around, and found the dead bodies of a few wolves,
Dog
cold.
room. Yes.
And
Were there actually dead bodies of wolves in there?
there were.
So they
felt
they didn't
two
go
in
to
the
eat
dark.
them.
They did not eat those wolves. No, they're still there. There's no wolf stew for dinner. And then there's a chimney of some sort with light comes down and more noise of raucous laughter. But as I came out and followed the river up, I was in pitch black, but nothing could see me as far as I know, and I could see nothing. I believe that since they are at their celebration, I could hear no signs, I could hear no known footfalls of a sentry. Nothing. I believe that we may be able to have the element of surprise. There is a kind of chimney. If we could find a way to climb it, we would be able to have an element of surprise. Otherwise, I suggest that we pull them out to us.
How big is that chimney hole, Matt?
As she relays to you, it was about 3 feet wide at the thinnest and 5 feet wide at the thickest, enough for a creature such as yourself to shimmy up it.
Shimmy up, yeah.
Because of your being able to shimmy up it, the climb wouldn't be too difficult. But
no, but it's getting up at the top and seeing we will.
And
I mean, a thought that it crossed my mind now is if we could smoke it up there. If we could get a bunch of tickets and everything, light that up, let that smoke up. I mean, granted, we give away our element of surprise, but at the same token, it may not be a bad idea for just future thought.
She says, I can do fire, and her hands start to glow. Nice fireballs, like she can light some stuff on fire with.
Oh.
Also, there is the possibility that before we light the fire, or I am very good at climbing, and could shimmy up that without too much difficulty. Then we could put the smoke up, and you would be down here to pull them down. In other words, they would come running out, down, I assume, down this riverway, and I would be there at their backs to help them along. It is a possibility. What say you?
I mean, I'm not entirely sure that that'll get any of them, and to be honest, I'd rather pick them off as opposed to alerting everyone that we're here. I would like to get back to that main room, up the path to the left, where we had to climb up before.
That is where your compatriots lie.
That's where we fell.
I understand.
I'd feel better knowing what that was all, the state of all of that, and a chance that I doubt my equipment may still be there, but if it is, I mean, ultimately, that's kind of where I'd like to pinpoint our walk, if they're distracted and moving in that way, but...
Then, Soraya, do you have a spell of light?
Yeah.
Soraya.
He's holding it.
Give me the rock.
It's a rock that's glowing purple.
Oh, okay.
A pale purple.
Put a cloth over it if you need to cover it, but it may not be bad just as a small source of light.
Vasilix, you know the way of this cave more than I. I welcome your suggestions as to what we should do. My suggestion is that we draw them out and use their trickery against them. And then we go in and find your mates when it's a lot safer. And then the monk leans back against the wall and waits.
I hate being idle.
A cool breeze floats through the thickets here, and it's kind of beckoning you inward.
Into the cave, you're saying, or into?
Yeah, yeah. It's just kind of like
I didn't know
going
like,
into the cave kind of deal.
Yeah.
And a few sprinkles of rain drip down on your face as a single cloud in the vast blue sky above is raining over this location now.
And that's funny. Is that Matt the DM's way of saying, "Would you guys fucking go in the cave? I'm gonna make it rain out here if you don't fucking go in the cave."
It's just the way nature is. Just the way nature is. You know? I don't make the rules here. It's the gods are at work here. Okay.
That's funny.
She looks up at the rain and she says, "There's no way I'm staying out here."
Yeah.
My heart is just going to get all messed up.
Let's grab this anyway. If we can cut down a few of these brambles thickets there. I'm just looking, even if it's a little bit wet, just to generate more smoke.
Okay.
And just build a pile of it up at the bottom of there. For now, we don't have to light it right now. It's a thought though.
Heedless to his hands, or to the pain of his hands, he just reaches in and grabs some brambles and starts to break off little, branches and whatnot.
Yeah, now that you have the light in there from the purplish hue, you can actually see that the cave chimney looks fairly easy to climb. What would be about a DC 10 strength check to climb.
Okay.
Just gauging the difficulty of it, as you can actually see it much better now. Although the
acrobatics check on that.
No, it's strength. You don't use acrobatics to climb.
There's no way I'm making it up that.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it without any problem, I believe.
I don't know if you want to be up there all on your own. We don't know what leads
I
up
don't.
there. Let me.
But in case you needed someone to go up and scout carefully as to what's going on there, I could be your man.
I'm just gonna draw some.
I could be your man.
Just bramble thicket stuff. My little poop pile there.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if that's what you're interested in doing, of looking up there and taking a quick peek, I wouldn't stay up there long though, and just be very, very cautious of what you might see up there.
Without another word, he quietly walks over to the thing, trying just to avoid the brambles, moves them out of the way, puts his back against one wall, puts his feet against the other, and begins to shimmy up.
Okay, so you're over here now?
Yes.
Okay, so make a DC 10 strength or... Oh, very nice. Wow, yeah, that's great. You shimmy up. You move half your speed up there. And your eyes see this.
I guess I shouldn't scroll over and look.
1 second. Come on now. You see sacks and crates of loot provisions are piled up in the south end of this region here. There's a wolf.
Did you ping us to where you are on the map?
Hold on.
Oh, I see.
You'll see when I finish describing.
Okay.
To the west, the floor slopes toward a narrow opening that descends into darkness. A larger opening leads north, down a set of natural stone steps. You can hear the roar of falling water echoing from beyond. In the middle of the cavern, the coals of a large fire smolder, and around that fire is a very big humanoid creature, covered in fur, quite bigger than a normal goblin, with a wolf at its side, its back turned to you, and around it 4 goblins are just kind of shaking their heads nervously and laughing when he laughs. And over the pit you see a figure, a humanoid figure, roasting.
Flip! He cooked us!
You see another humanoid figure, a fighter with a bow on its back. In the corner, the armor is off to the side of this fighter now. You are a female fighter, correct? Or
Who, me?
Yeah.
yes, the former you.
Oh, yeah.
This, you see it now, it is a female fighter that is stripped bare, blood all over her body, stab wounds in multiple areas. An arm is hacked off, roasting on the fire pit. The other human is not is being cooked whole over in kind of a backwards arch position, and the goblins go over there and they rotate the other carcass onto the fire the other way, so it's arching stomach facing the fire this time, and that smell that smelled so sickly sweet was a human. And the bugbear picks up one of the arms that was laying, it looks like this female fighter's arm possibly, and he just starts eating it. So this is what you see as you climb to the top there. You are
this
kind of
large thing.
Yes.
Are any of these things? Are they all focused on?
They are focused on this fire and telling stories of some type. They're all speaking in Goblin.
Okay. Is there anyone standing guard around?
No, the goblins are not standing guard at all. They don't really notice you. No one notices you, actually. They're just kind of all around this fireplace.
I want to scan the room for like traps, things from the wall, from the ceiling, things that we can use to our advantage.
There is a beautiful chandelier.
Crystal chandelier.
The Le Chandelier d'Opera is sitting above, and you hear a voice of some angel of music, perhaps. No, I'm messing around. I got Phantom of the Opera kind of going on. So they don't notice you. They're all just sitting there. One guy kind of flips the carcass back over again and is waiting patiently, and they're like picking their teeth with these bones. On the far corner, though, actually over here where you see the dead human with a missing arm, stripped bare, blood all over her dead body, there's a sword, looks like maybe a long sword, a great sword, a longbow, a shield, and armor just kind of sitting in this corner over there.
All right. And they are not paying. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, they are totally not focused on anything else other than the meal. And there's a wolf right beside that kind of like sniffs up, but it lays its head back down and just sniffs every now and then, as maybe it smells something different, but the feast in front of it is preoccupying its mind, along with the raucous waterfall that's echoing within the caves. Makes it hard to perceive anything.
All right. All right, I shimmy back down and cute little wolf. Shimmy back down, and I brush off my hands carefully, and then I walk very quietly over to them both, and I say,
make a DC 10 strength or athletics check, if you would, on getting back down.
Okay.
You safely shimmy back down.
Okay. And I walk over and I say, there's a party going on. The good news is that they're seemingly not paying any attention. We could give complete surprise to them. There is a large creature, much larger than a goblin, taller than I, full of hair, perhaps some sort of troll. They are feasting, and then I put my hand just on Karn Vasilik's shoulder, and I just say, I am sorry to say, I believe your companions, and then I don't finish the sentence.
I anticipated as much. That's why I've come back in here, though. There is a need for vengeance here. There is a need for justice. How many did you see?
There were 4 goblins and 1 large creature. There's also a wolf.
One goblin actually looked a little bit different than the others. As you explained this to Karn, you recognize this goblin. It was the lone surviving goblin in the other cave that took out the rest of your party. That you recognize the description, at least.
Well, bring it. Well, no, that's not fair to ask.
I still think our best plan is to get them to come to us.
Yeah, I'm not really keen on traveling up that, and in essence, giving ourselves kind of this natural bottleneck where only one of us could even fight, especially without my weapons.
I agree. What I could do is crawl up this chimney, and with the help of fire, throw it at this large being whose back is to me, therefore alerting them to our presence. They would possibly, some of them, attempt to come down this chimney where we would be able to take care of them as they came down, but I suspect that they would follow down the path that I saw to the north and attempt to meet us. From what I can understand of this cave, they probably would come down to meet us at the entrance.
Well, how many?
4.
All of a sudden, you
Plus a
hear
large-
this loud "Ushnik," and the entrance up there grows silent as you guys are talking. Ushnik, Ushnik, and you hear footsteps and dirt.
We need to move away from this
and
chimney.
pebbles
Our voices are carrying.
And pebbles kind of crackle down the chimney and roll out towards you.
Through the fire.
She steps away.
Okay. I mean, I can't do it if I can't see the guy.
I'm just talking the sticks.
Oh, gotcha. Just on the sticks.
Katal.
Sure.
I'll roar.
There's a fireball over there.
Lishna. And all of a sudden he gasps back in surprise. You hear this, huh! And you can only imagine what he's doing. As you cannot see, as the branches catch fire now, and it has that very thick smoke of wet briars and woods that it gives off, and you hear lots of coughing as the natural chimney, all the smoke rises up in there instead of that's beautiful. Rises up in there instead of going in your room. What do you wish to do?
Let's move back out of the cave.
Okay.
Yes.
You move back out of the cave. Everyone?
Yep.
Okay. Oh. All right.
I stand here in readiness, looking across the stream at Karn. I ready my staff. Oh, and then right before, and then I whisper or kind of, say quietly as possible over the river, sound of the river. I say, by the way, I saw your weapons. We will be able to recover them, if not your companions. And then I'm listening very carefully.
You didn't grab them?
I could not without being seen.
Enjoy
That's
the dagger.
unfortunate.
Beg your pardon?
That's unfortunate. All right.
My death would have been more so.
So a minute passes. Anything you guys would like to do in this minute?
No, I already
just
cast
keep in,
Mage
I mean,
Armor.
if we've got, how far can we see, Matt?
If you have dark vision, it depends.
Don't.
I do.
Dark vision can see everything until this corner right here, because that's just the way the corner, is. You can't see through a wall. But everyone else can just kind of see up to here.
Okay, I can see down the.
You can see up to about like right there.
So as soon as I see any movement, I'll let them know I see movement.
So all of a sudden, what do you do?
This is what I do. I actually move back in. I say, Karn, I feel it's best if I take the rear, or what will soon be their rear, and surprise them from behind. And I move quickly without giving him time to think about it.
Okay.
To here, where I'm crouching against this wall here, waiting for them to come down. As
you move there, you feel like you just moved in. You went in there, you just got to a crouching position as you hear footsteps. And Soraya, you actually see this goblin that pops out right there.
Okay. Can I throw a fireball at him?
This is a surprise round if you wish to take action right now.
Okay.
But if you take it right now, you will have alerted everyone to your presence, and then it will be roll initiatives after that.
Is Karn hiding though? Because
No.
I'm kind of no.
I'm just on the outside of the cave.
Yeah, the goblin can't really see it at the moment, anyways.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just kind of wait here then.
Are you hiding in the bushes there, the thicket?
Somewhat, sure.
I mean, it's thicket, so I'd imagine you're in the thicket somewhat.
Yeah.
All right. So
Ready to spring in action.
all right, and that's kind of another goblin comes out, and they're coughing and wheezing. And Moses, you actually hear one kind of outside, roughly 5 to 10 feet away from you, as you can guess with your senses. And they're just kind of coughing and wheezing, and they kind of pass by you. Like there's one, there's two, the third one's coming behind it. You can guess that they're all just kind of single filing out, and one sees Karn and it screeches back and it says something in Goblin.
Passes by.
Yes.
I'm going to bring my stick down on his head.
This one rushes forward to Karn. At the same time, this one's moving, following that goblin's orders, and you hear this picking up pace of pitter-patter, pitter-patter behind it. And you're going to hit this one with your stick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you have advantage as it is coughing and wheezing around. It can barely keep its eyes open from all the smoke that it was up there. So go ahead. All right, so a 17 is going to hit it. Give me the damage for bludgeoning. All right, it should be 4. Oh, I see. You rolled a 1 plus your. Okay, so 4 damage overall to this guy. All right, and these guys have how many hit points again? Not 15. I know that much for sure.
Can I? And I have one more action. I can make a move action. Is that correct?
If you wish.
Yes, I want to move to here and light my stick on fire. The end of it.
Okay. He will not provoke opportunity attack because he doesn't even know what happened. As far as he's concerned, a rock just hit him very hardly over the head.
Okay.
Goblins. Okay, so you did 4 damage to him.
I'm just doing a niche now.
All right, everyone roll initiative now.
It's falling apart. Little shitheads. Oh, look at that.
That's nice.
I could have just clicked it. I didn't even have to roll it. I gotta get used to this.
So just to recap what happened, the goblins were coming out of the cavern all choking on smoke, their eyes watering, half open. Some were like kind of wiping in. They're just kind of following the leader. And then one spotted Karn rushed you, alerted the other goblins, and the next one in line got cracked over the head by a quarterstaff. And then yeah, that's where we pick up. So I will do descending order. Soraya. You can see almost all the goblins. You can see the first 3.
Sounds good. I'm gonna cast Firebolt.
Alright, what's Firebolt do?
It's a ranged spell attack. And
Does it have a save or is it a touch?
It's a.
Or does that?
There's no save.
Yeah, okay, no save.
Yep.
Does it do automatic damage or does it have to hit its AC?
It has to hit AC. So
okay.
I'm gonna roll it.
Very nice. You all have advantage for this first round of fight, by the way. So 21 hits. Which one are you attacking?
That one. Crap. That one right there.
All right. How much damage? As a bolt of fire kind of arcs in this parabolic arch and lands in his face, and he cries out in agony. Ah! Ah! And he dives into the water, and as he does that, the fire has seared into his skull and into his brain and removed his function to live. All right, it is their turn now. This one is sitting in the water, so it's at a disadvantage already, as it can hardly just see you, and it's like trying to stay afloat. Its breathing is kind of clearing up, and its eyes are less watery, but it's still going to try and attack. Which is okay. Got it. 21 to your AC.
You said it's at disadvantage. Rolls again, right?
Oh yes, it does. Sorry. Thank you.
Fuck.
So 21 to AC. It's a good thing it's at disadvantage.
21 to AC will hit.
Okay. Thank you for reminding me.
Fucking card. God damn.
7 damage. This other one moves up here. And you can take an opportunity attack if you want.
Is it? I could?
Yes, it is moving by you.
Oh.
And it wants to surround you. And
Can I?
yes.
21?
21 will hit.
8 points.
As it's coming around in the river, it just falls dead in the river as you just slash it across the chest of your short sword there, Karn. And 1, 2, kind of one just kind of squats down in there. All right, Moses, it's your turn.
All right. With my staff, my branch here, flaming, I come running, but quietly, like doing my running quiet step here. This guy here, he's not on top of this mountain.
No, you can't actually hit him. He is in this nook right there on the outside. You cannot hit him.
Okay, and running, like doing this kind of quick patter run, I come up and I swing at this man, or goblin, I mean.
Okay.
With wooden makeshift staff. Is there anything extra for the fact it's on fire?
Add a 1d4.
Okay. So 2d4. Okay.
But after 2 rounds, your quarterstaff will break in half because you have now lit it on fire, and it will crumble to ashes, or unless you wish to hold on to it. All right, 18 will hit. Nice. 8 damage, and you slaughter it.
All right.